Ando, as we've mentioned, we are about to, unfortunately, put our hands in the air, surrender, walk out the studio as the government's bastards podcasting compliance unit storms in here and marches us at gunpoint out the door as we observe the government-mandated 3-month podcasting break over summer. Unfortunately, our legal appeals have failed yet again. We continue to fight, but that's the way things are. We come back.
We'll go to the beach. We'll go to the cricket. We won't enjoy it.
You have to show them. You have to pretend. You have to put up a facade because otherwise they start suspecting you might be banking content.
Yeah,
and you might be secretly recording some stuff on a Zoom recorder, but somehow you're getting out on a dark web podcast. So you have to show them very clearly, publicly, that there are no mics around. Yeah. Everything's fine. You've obeyed the order. They're the boss. You know. Don't refine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll go to Byron or whatever it is that, whatever smoke screen we have to throw up to show them that we're pretending to be happy. But we'll be sad. We'll be sad all summer.
Very.
But it is also important for us to take a small break. Rest the vocal cords from the weekly hit out. What I was going to say was, that's obviously coming up. We'll return at this stage. I mean, we always put it up on socials and whatnot. We let people know, but I think it's early March, isn't it? Usually, sometimes it's March Eve.
I think it's going to be March 3rd this time round.
Yeah, it is. This is what I wanted to say. This is perfect. Yep. Did you know that Jack's bouncing baby boy, the golden child of the podcast, is due on March 4th?
That's right.
We come back on Baby Eve. We come back on Baby Eve.
Wow.
So usually it's March Eve. This year we come back on Baby Eve. Now, he is the first child born to the podcast since we've been on air in 160 episodes.
Yes.
We have never had a child born to the podcast. So rejoice, rejoice. A child shall be ours.
We'll all sit outside the manger.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I would like to issue a summer challenge. And I was thinking about this. And I think we involve Mike too, because Mike, Radio Mike, and podcast, or AKA Podcast Mike, who works with us behind the scenes here and is featured extremely heavily on the show,
particularly when Pokemon or Harry Potter comes up.
Pokemon, Nintendo, Harry Potter. He is our resident guru. I think we do a Make Jack's Baby a Present challenge over summer. Great. A 3 Wise Men challenge.
Yeah, 3 Wise Men challenge. 3 Wise Men.
Yeah, because that's why we need Mike. We need a 3rd wise man. Yeah. So I was going to say, Jack, you be it as well, but
you got
when you think that through, you're obviously going to get the win. You're his dad,
and I'll be buying him things like a cot and a pram and a car seat. So he'll get a lot from me.
Yeah, I can see you're already annoyed at the cost of the baby. I'm surprised that wasn't.
It's so expensive, that stuff.
Oh, mate, do you have a preferred pram, Jack?
Wouldn't be surprised if we hear a bunch of Maxi Baby plugs coming out, or whoever your car seat provider is. So I thought, look, Jack's given him something already. He's given him life. That counts. That's a good gift.
Yeah.
So let's get 3 wise men.
We'll get Mike in here.
Let's get Mike in, because then we can explain the rules of the challenge. Yep. But I just thought it's crazy we're coming back on Baby Eve. We've got to do something. I feel like we've got to do something for Jack's son.
Okay.
Mike, first of all, are we committing to this, or is it going to be a nuisance? I guess that's the first.
I'll commit to it.
This would be like the 3 wise men. Like, are we really going to walk all the way to Bethlehem? Because let's not start if we have to turn back.
But immediately we look at you. As the 3 wise men, we look at you and go, are you going to do it? Because you're the one that says.
Right. Well, I saw the star. So, I'm the one that thought of this.
You seem pretty jazzed by it. So, yes, I'm in. Radio Mike will be in.
Well, I only want to do it and if I don't have to pay for it with my own money. So I get to use the company card.
Oh, gosh.
Right. Well, that's not how the wise men did it.
I'm pretty sure God pays for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got the guy who's bringing myrrh. You're obviously not going to be the gold or frankincense guy.
I can't believe we replaced Jack with someone with a
tighter wise man. What if we do it? What if we? I know, but I think let's make it. That's my idea. I don't know. Like, do we make something?
That's better, cheaper. Mike, because then you don't have to pay so much money. It's not a
actually, we suppose we don't have to make it. Like $100 limit.
$100 limit.
I would like you to make something. No, that shows
It's not
effort.
about you.
Yeah, it's not about you, Mary.
I feel like my son.
Mary,
I feel
Mary.
like my son would appreciate you making.
Hey, Joseph, you didn't even know we were coming, mate. So, we were a surprise. So you actually don't get to put requests in. You can't. The three wise men didn't turn up and go, we've got a new hammer here, circular saw and a lathe. Oh, what a coincidence. I'm a carpenter. Honey, I had no idea this was happening. And here's some guys have turned up with 3 great Makita products that I needed, not DeWalt.
But if they had a gift registry back in those times, maybe Jesus would have had a gift registry that.
No, you don't have a gift registry for a kid.
Oh, I'm just saying he would
Jack,
appreciate you make stuff.
That's a weddings have gift registry. You don't go,
Jack,
hey
you've
everybody, I'm
invented
having a kid. Here's the gift registry.
Okay.
Why does the kid need a crock pot?
So no, you don't get to choose, Jacko.
Okay.
Yeah.
But $100 limit, you can make it, or you don't have to. Yeah. And do we know any grounds for it to be judged upon, or is it just what pleases Joseph the most?
Oh yeah, I guess it's what pleases Joseph.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
It doesn't have to be great. Can I know I'm already sounds like I'm walking back the idea, but let's just say it doesn't have to be great.
This is what I would, as the judge, if it is going to be me as the final judge, this is what I would say not to do. And I've seen Andy do this before at end of year dues, is re-gift something that you just got. Yeah, I know you re-gifted those mugs in the Kris Kringle because you didn't know, you actually re-gifted it without even knowing what was in the box.
Yeah, that was dangerous. But wasn't that exciting?
A wise man indeed.
No, but
now, Jack, at that very same Kris Kringle, I made you a jumper.
Now, see, and I remember that for many years to come, that you made me that NoFX jumper, handmade, hand-stitched.
Handmade merch.
Okay, well that might be a clue to Hamish to go down the same path, but we'll see. We'll see what pleases Joseph the most will be the winner. And
do we hold it? Do we fair wise man? Doth we hold it in front of the young Lord himself to see if to see if he reacts?
So
does Jack take them home and one by one place them in front of the young Lord to see if which one gets the best reaction from the newborn king?
That's 10% of the voting and 90%, or is it 50-50?
All right, what about this? Jack gets a vote. Does the public get a vote?
Jack, public, and
maybe
the young Lord.
And the young Lord. Great.
Yep.
That's perfect.
That's our summer project, is to create a wise man gift, the 3 wise man challenge. Mike, you've been very quiet. What's your beef?
No, I have no beef. I'm worried about ideas. I don't know what to come up with. I'm thinking something along the lines of
3 months.
I'm thinking something to do with the little drummer boy, but I think Hamish might take that.
You're freezing cold, mate, just so you know. Wow, you're not going to get a baby's attention by giving him a drum kit.
All right. Good luck, Mike.
Good luck, wise men. See you in the desert as we walk to the east.
We are all wearing crowns now. Actually, Hamish isn't, but
I didn't bring a crown in. I forgot to bring a crown in because we're doing the 3 wise men gift giving ceremony because, Jack, any moment now you're about to become a father.
Yeah.
We know it's a young boy.
Yes.
And we thought, hang on a sec.
Middle name pending.
The youngest a boy can be.
Yeah.
A very young boy, brand new boy, baby, human boy, coming out. And we thought, wouldn't it be nice? We set this challenge at the end of last year. We come back knowing that we're doing the first podcast back, days before the due date for your son. We come back and we do the 3 wise men giving challenge, which is where we each bring a gift, myself, Andy, and of course podcast Mike, being the 3 wise men, bringing it to you, Joseph, for your baby, Jesus, Andy Post.
This is right, Ham. Obviously, we hope, all 3 of us hope to get the best gift. But
and we had to make the gift. That was the condition.
I didn't think we had to make it, did we?
Oh, here we go. You had to make it.
That was the whole thing. We were making you a gift. We're making a gift.
I've made it. I'm making it.
If yours comes with a barcode.
Oops.
Oh, sorry, I didn't bring my crown, but I have a King William chocolate boost.
Oh, great. A smoothie. Yes.
That was the closest I could get at short notice.
All right. Hit the music, Jack. It was the last. He's lost his crown down his back.
build a love on top.
Okay, we had to make the gift.
Jack, do you remember it being make the gift? That was the challenge.
I thought it was to make it, yeah. So just so I didn't get re-gifted something that Andy got for Christmas and didn't want.
Yeah, right. Sorry. It was the last day. It was the last show of the year. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I set the challenge and because I think I had it in my head, like, okay, I've got an idea of what I'm going to make.
Yeah,
and maybe that's why I remember it that way. But I mean, how do we want to do this?
Well, I may as well go first because I haven't made anything.
Right.
But I have commissioned, Jack, a painting portrait of the three of you when you come out. You have to go sit there for 3 hours.
Wait, why can't they just use a photo?
Well, it's just nicer if you're there in person. It's bespoke. Otherwise, you blow up a photo. I want this to be unique.
Jack, as someone that's had two babies themselves, can I just tell you, when you have a newborn, that will be fine. They'll sit there for 3 hours, no worries. There should be no problems with this.
And I'm sure Bianca and I will have the energy to take 3 hours out of our day and sit for a portrait.
One of the most common conversations you'll have as new parents is, what can we do today? We have to fill the day. We're so bored. We need to fill 3 hours.
So, but now that we have to make it, I'll happily do that.
Andy will be the artist. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We'll sit for you for an hour.
Done.
Jack, you're not getting an hour. Okay. That's lovely. Mike, how did you go?
You get an hour here with a newborn. We go to the pub for 4 hours.
Do it sleeping. Yeah. I mean, you might get bored, but yeah.
Will you come to our house, Andy?
Sure.
Oh, great. I'll actually look forward to that. That's a great gift. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
Lovely,
generous.
that's nice.
I've kind of gone a different route on this. I also don't remember that you had to make something yourself, but I called one of my friends yesterday to discuss, and I had an idea, and they said, don't you have to make it yourself?
So they did remember. They knew the challenge.
They remembered. I just didn't remember. So I had to change my idea at the last minute. So what I've actually done is I needed to come up with something that would increase in value as time goes on to give to your son so that as he grows up, he ends up with an asset. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm officially launching an exclusive official Hamish and Andy merchandise piece.
No, you're not.
It's the Hamish and Andy.
Continue.
Hamish and Andy have a great life certificate, the perfect gift for a newborn baby.
This is great, Mike.
And there are only 10 of these in existence. Listeners, if you're expecting a child, if you've recently had a child, be one of the 9 other people. Jack obviously gets the first one. Be one of the 9 other people in the universe to have one of Hamish and Andy's official Have a Great Life certificates.
This is like a shit NFT.
No, it's a certificate. It says, have a great life from all of us here at Hamish and Andy. You give it to your kid as soon as they're born, you award
it. It's a lovely
certificate. And not a moment later. As soon as they get, that should be, as the hand is reaching for food, to give them the certificate.
I actually think it's more valuable than most NFTs, Sam, because you can use this as a placemat under your kid.
It's
well laminated.
Yeah.
That is nice,
So
Mike.
email the show. The first 9 people to email will be the lucky 9 people.
But do you have to have a kid?
Well, if someone's having a kid and you want to give it to them, whatever you want to do, it's your asset. Do whatever you want
Mike,
with it.
do people have to buy it or?
No, it's
these are for
100% free, and then the market just decides from
Okay.
there.
And then it booms.
Because what I thought is...
Why 10? I mean, it's immediately
Just do
divided
one.
by 10. Yeah,
Save yourself the hassle. Do 3.
Because I didn't think Jack would get rid of it, but what I've realized is people...
Jack's selling this if he can.
Here's the thing.
Jack will be manipulating the secondary market the minute we hang up the headphones.
People aren't stopping having babies, but there will only ever be 10 of these.
Yep, that's
Get
like
one,
what your
guys.
grandpa said. Invest in placemats and certificates. They're not making more of them.
Right into the show.
The
I'll
only
send it
thing
out
they're
to
not
you.
making any more of.
Hamish and Andy will be signing all of them.
Okay.
You've gone mad.
Mike, how much? This is a lovely gift, even though the Photoshop skills are really rudimentary. How much can I expect when he's, say, 21 to resell this for?
I reckon by the time he's 21, he could sell it to a fan of the show for like $400,000.
Remember, that's in $2053. So
It's still a fair bit.
oh no, $2043.
Yeah.
So we might be all using water credits by then, won't we?
Yeah. Well, let's follow that market closely.
Jack,
Right into the show.
Jack, what to get your special boy was going through my head. It's got to be something significant.
Just quickly, what were you going to buy, Jack?
I bought him a frankincense deodorant and a myrrh toothpaste. As in the three wise men brought gold frankincense.
Sure, the two things that aren't gold.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get him. No, you can see what you've done.
And what are you doing with those now?
They're in my bag if you want them.
No, that's all right.
Something you didn't hear in the manger. We also got you like an amethyst, Chris. Like if you want it, it's in our bag.
There's
it's not very good.
no doubt Mary left the frankincense and myrrh behind.
Yeah,
she would have gone,
100%.
yep, no, I love this. Great.
Oh, that's great. So, what baby doesn't love a heavy incense?
Hey, go for it.
Jack, your special boy is on his way any minute now. You and I, us three, we have a great bond, but you and I have a separate bond as beard boys.
We do.
It's not an alliance, it's an agreement, but it's a strong agreement. And the beard boys have been through a lot. So when I heard we were getting a new boy, the lineage continuing of beard boys, who your son will one day grow up to grow a luscious beard and join the ranks of beard boys, I thought, what can I make this boy? Rather than everyone's going to be knitting you booties and knitting you scarves and beanies and things, I learned how to knit over the summer. My mum helped me and I learned online and I've knitted your baby a beard. It's not perfect, but here it is it's white. I only had white wool.
Why is he a white beard? Now he's like a baby Santa.
I'm actually not happy with this one. I'm going to redo it in brown because the edges are a bit frayed and it's coming apart a bit. But this is not the finished product.
Is there any evidence of you actually making it?
What do you mean?
Well, you say you make cakes, but you just get cakes delivered and you assemble them. Is there any evidence that you actually...
I can show you the receipts for the wool, the needles.
Is there any video footage of you? Just do the needles are there. Just do a line for us now.
Well, it's finished. It's finished off.
No, it's not. The needles are still into it. So just do.
No, but they're out now.
Okay.
Well, you just took them out.
They look like chopsticks. Are they chopsticks? Is that a napkin? I think it's a napkin and chopsticks.
No, it's wool. It's wool. See, it's genuine wool. The wool's coming off here. The wool's here.
Okay, it's wool.
It's wool. Jack. The thought is what counts. And I genuinely... Hang on.
This morning.
Hang on, Jack. Here's what I promised you. Within the next 2 weeks, I will have a beard knitted for your baby. I will knit him a proper beard.
Will you knit it?
I will knit it.
Because if you don't knit it, I'm not painting.
No, I will knit it, Jack. I'm going to knit your baby a beard. So he's a beard boy.
Right. And is it going to be more beard like yours? Is a bit square there.
Okay, just listen, mate.
The prototype doesn't look that much like a beard.
It's a worry.
Full disclosure, I had planned to have the beard ready today for the big reveal.
Yeah.
All summer long, I just knew I was going to get round to learning how to knit.
Yeah.
I only started a few days ago. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult to knit. I can knit a strip, but I have no idea how to make it into a beard shape. I just need a few more days.
So what did you do? You went and just bought a scarf and cut it up? Is that what you've done with it?
I bought a cardigan and cut it up.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get away with it, but you spotted the chopsticks because they actually didn't. I went into the food court downstairs and there's one of the shops down at the food court, and then I stole the chopsticks from the sushi shop. But Jack, this is evidence of my intent to knit your baby a beard. I wish they had a brown cardigan and I wouldn't have had to answer all the questions about why is it white.
2 weeks, you say?
2 weeks. You're getting a baby beard. I'm knitting your baby a beard. Jackie's going to be a beard boy. What do you think about that?
I love it. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
2 weeks becomes a long time. No one believes this timeline. You're like a builder.
No.
It's going to be done.
I hope to God there's not supply issues.
All the best, Jacko, this week, buddy.
No, it's going to be great. Tell him about the beard. It's going to be with him soon. And then, Ando, you can paint him with the beard on.
Yes.
Don't forget your certificates.
Everyone's forgot that.
HamishAndy.com.
Well, Jackie boy, Papa Post, you are a father now, sir.
So we've got to make good on a few of our promises as the three wise men.
The three wise men promised you on this show, Jack, that you, a bearded man, just like Joseph, pledged to have a child, just like Joseph in the Bible. And me, Andy, and Mike, three men, just like in the Bible, who were wise, just like in the Bible, to pledge to give you gifts of varying grandeur. Now, there was always the danger when we pledged this at the end of last year that we would either forget or
Peter out.
or it would peter out. They had to be handmade gifts, or that there would be a last-minute panic. What a treat to find out that wasn't the case. Mike, of course, clearly showed a lot of thought when he made the laminated certificate.
Piece of laminated paper.
Yeah.
It was junk.
Yeah.
Well, if you look closely, there's some photoshopping involved there too. Andy clearly showed a lot of thought when he appeared in the moment to change tack on his present and pledged to commission an oil painting.
Actually saved me $800.
Yes, so it was the promising of a commissioning was his gift to you at the time.
And he has since visited Gordon, and he didn't bring his paintbrushes.
I figured
he would have been sizing up. He would have been getting and I would have been getting a feel for his head.
I did see him doing some looking while he was there.
There you go, as only a true artist can. And I pledged to make for young Gordon, as Jack, you and I have a casual acquaintance membership to a club, not an alliance, known as the Beard Boys. I thought, well, he's the newest Beard Boy. I will knit, which is something a lot of people do for babies. I will knit him a beard, a woolen beard. There was some light trickery the other week as I cut up a cardigan. I bought at a nearby store to give the illusion that I had made a beard.
Yep.
I did need a bit of extra time. Knitting is bloody hard.
Yep. So here we go. The excuses start now.
This is really just framing the excellence.
I can tell by the run up that it's not going to be the best thing I've ever seen.
Cue up the disappointed music.
Okay,
if there is such thing as a disappointed
music. Shame on you as you look a knitted gift horse in the mouth. Yeah. Here is the beard. Take it in. Look,
it's tiny, but I guess he's small.
It's not a big kid, mate.
I guess he's small. It's pretty good.
Here is the beard. Thank you very
much better than I thought. I mean,
do you know how
it's a little
long this took? This is 7 hours of knitting. I'm not joking.
And it even flares out. So it's quite a stylish beard.
It's good.
Yes.
It's a little rough around the edges, which is cool. It's not one of these manicured beards. It's like lumberjack.
It's a beautiful beard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a beautiful knitted beard.
Gordon could work as a barista in a hipster cafe within a few days of putting that on.
He's in the right suburb. Jack lives in a very cool suburb. Now, I cannot express how difficult I found it. I mean,
but you don't do this as gifts, mate. The wise men didn't go in there and go, do you know how hard myrrh is to find?
You seen how long the Bible is? They can't put everything that was said in there. They just take the highlights. If you got the separate story of the wise men, there would have been a lot of, it was such a long walk. Oh, one night, Ralph had to sleep. One of our camels died. Should have seen this time. We had to sleep in the sand.
It takes away all the glory of the gift giving if
Joseph,
you have to.
And Mary would have been very thankful to hear the trials and the tribulation to show how hard it was to get myrrh. The myrrh guy was sold out, but I kept trying for you, Mary, because you mean the world to me, babe.
No, actually, I really love it, Haim, and it's even got a little strap to tie it on. It doesn't have a mouth hole, though.
No, it doesn't, because that would have involved me learning how to do a buttonhole.
Yeah.
It's hard enough as it is, Jack, to do the knit stitch, which is what knitting is. Yeah. I cannot believe Grandmaster. I mean, I am just blown away. I saw someone wearing a knitted jumper on the way here today. I felt like I was seeing a man flying. I cannot believe that. It's so difficult to knit. Ian,
it's not difficult.
This took 7 hours.
Yeah, because you're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
It's the same way.
Stunned that they can do different patterns. Yeah. Socks. I mean, how? Yeah. How do you make it bend back on itself and all tie up and there's no loose ends? I mean, this was me trying to do a neat beard. I mean,
you've done a great job. Can we get a photo of Gordon wearing the beard?
I won't keep it on him for long, just for breathing issues.
Jack, no. Don't, because send it. I'll give it to you. You send it back to me because I think it actually deserves. The more I look at it, the more proud I am of that I actually saw this thing through 7 hours. I don't know if I mentioned that.
You did, I did hear that. It was harder than you thought. You said
I feel like it. I'm going to frame it. and I'm going to put a little plaque next to it. And I've given you the blurb. I've emailed you the blurb, Jack, just for you to, well, not even for you to sign off on, just so you can see what's going on the blurb, like a kind of like a bronze plaque.
Oh, it's a long plaque.
Well, it's
plaque,
a bit.
Plaque is usually a sentence or two.
Okay, well, it's more of the museum description that you would see on a.
Okay.
This is. Imagine it's hanging in a museum.
Okay. Gordon Post's beard. Work in Wool by Hamish Blake, 2022. This one.
It's an art description.
It's an art description because it's a work of art and it really took 7 hours.
This one-of-a-kind masterpiece was hand-knitted by emerging wool artist Hamish Blake to celebrate the arrival of Gordon Post, the newest beard boy. Carefully brought to life in a deep chocolate colour, the beard enhances its realism by boldly assuming an asymmetrical shape, with loose wool thoughtfully emerging in carefully selected places to give the illusion of a real beard. Where other knit-based artists would knit a uniform block following the, in quotations, rules of knitting, Blake has daringly created imperfections that to the untrained eye look like mistakes, but are in fact masterstrokes, giving the piece a stunningly lifelike appearance. The piece is a limited edition, one of one, and one of very few wool works Blake has pledged to ever produce.
It could be the only one.
Could be the swan song.
Yeah.
Price? Priceless.
Yep.
Of course.
Seen here generously on loan from the Post Family Foundation.
I put that bit in case you do want to give it to a museum and you don't have to do a new thing for it.
Sometimes
So
they even go overseas to famous galleries and that sort of thing and then come back to their home.
if the Louvre does a beard month or something.
Once we get this made up, can we contact as many big museums as possible?
Have a one-of-one piece.
Have a one-of-one piece to see if we get any
beard.
to see if we get any replies from a stunning piece of work from Hamish Blake.
From an emerging wool
I'll be in
artist.
charge of that. I'll send.
You can market it. Yeah.
I'll send out. I'll try and get a good art curator to send the emails on our behalf.
Yeah.
To say that.
I think you got to start with going, we heard you were doing a beard month.
You've outdone yourself, Hamish. Well
It
done.
gives the impression, Jack, it's the least I could do. How is he? Give us an update. How is the young sir?
He's good. His bald face will be ready for this beard to warm up his cheeks. But other than that, he's going great.
Perfect for winter. Perfect heading
that's
into
the
winter.
thing. You don't head out. You got your wipes. You make sure you got your booties, your baby beard.
Yeah, we've had some unusual things at our shop at hamishandy.com, but baby beards
mate, we're not doing
Make some more,
baby beards. Mate, do you know how long it took? 7 hours.